Stadium on this Saturday afternoon. Beautiful fall day for a rivalry game in the CAA with the Golden Apple Trophy up for grabs. Stony Brook against UAlbany here at Casey Stadium on Hometown Heroes Day, honoring the military and the first responders. Hi, everybody. Roger Weiland along with Michael Johnson Jr. and MJ, two teams that are looking for their first wins in the CAA conference.
It's a big one. And also, it's a rivalry game, Raj. Similarly to the Red Sox-Yankees, your Penn State Nittany Lions against Ohio State, right? This is a game where you can throw those records out the window, and you got the extra bragging rights as a layer here between Stony Brook and UAlbany.
You talk about UAlbany defense. They're going to have to figure out a way to contain Roland Dempster, the grad student running back from Stony Brook.
He's a stud. Over 500 yards this year, averaging about 102 on the ground. And we know UAlbany's run defense has been a little questionable throughout the season so far in 5 games. And this dude's already got 5 touchdowns on the ground as well. And they'll use him as an extra receiver out of the backfield, too.
No Carter Moses today for UAlbany, their big tight end. But here's a guy that needs to have a good game here, Caden Birdie.
If you don't have Carter Moses, you look to 19, right? You look to Caden Birdie. Old, reliable. He leads the team in receptions this year. With 19, it matches number. He's been outstanding, and whether it's Jack Shields or today, again, Colin Parachek under center, you look for old, reliable on the outside in Caden Birdie.
All right, speaking of wide receivers, let's welcome Matt Kearns in, is our sideline reporter here again today. And good afternoon, Matt. And a former UAlbany wide receiver is doing pretty well in his first year at Stony Brook.
Thank you, gentlemen. Yeah, that's right. Number 3, Marquise Dietz, the former UAlbany Great Dane, who many know, played a couple years in 2024 and that great 2023 run where he had 3 receiving touchdowns, is now a Stony Brook Seawolf. He is a great compliment to senior running back Roland Dempster. The Seawolves bringing some maturity in their receiver room as well, something Coach Kosh has emphasized in rebuilding a Seawolf program that went 0-11 just 2 years ago, able to go 8-4 last year and picked 4th in the CAA preseason coaches poll for the conference.
He'll be a challenge for the UAlbany secondary, Matt, no doubt about it. And if we step aside here a little bit, Matt, you can see what this game is all about. One of these teams will be charging hard after the Golden Apple Trophy when this game is over. Quite a history around this trophy game, Matt.
No doubt. These two teams started competing in 1995 when both were independents. UAlbany with a slight edge, 15-11. However, Stony Brook reclaimed the last one last year after a back-to-back sweep from UAlbany. For the Stony Brook Seawolves and UAlbany Great Danes, they both met once in the FCS playoffs, not for the Golden Apple in 2011. That was a 31-28 Stony Brook win. So a lot on the line, not just in conference play, but obviously guys mentioned the rivalry as to who is the king in New York State Division I football.
Yeah, talking with the players this week, Matt, it's amazing how big this trophy is. And to be honest with you, MJ, as you see some of the action between these two teams in the rivalry, Matt, when you look at this trophy, I want to get it out of the press box as soon as possible. I want no responsibility for where this thing is at. Get it into somebody else's hands. That's like gold up here.
It's deceptively heavy, too. That's the scariest part, right? You were struggling a little bit trying to carry it in.
I
wanted to help you out, right?
It's very heavy.
Yes.
And listen, we hope for a good game today. It's a big one for both teams, and certainly for UAlbany coming up on a bye week. They would like to get this one.
Yeah, absolutely. The trophy itself actually started as a tradition in 2015, so it's only been about a decade now that the actual Golden Apple Trophy has been a tradition, even though these teams, as I mentioned, have been competing long before then into the 1990s. So a little extra rivalry, a little extra trophy room stash, if you would, for whichever team is able to hoist the trophy at the end of the day.